Hello, and welcome to the Mommanevin Knits YouTube channel. My name is Joan, and I am Mommanevin here on YouTube as well as on Instagram. Today is December 1st. Am I the only one? It's like December just snuck up on me, and I do not have near the things done that I need to get done. So hopefully I can catch up. We'll see. All right, so it's December 1st. This is the real episode 49. Last week I said it was 49. It was actually 48. The temperature where I am today, the high is 75 degrees. So let's get into the projects. The first one was Sydney's socks. And I was attempting to get those done for Thanksgiving, and I did get those done. So I'm going to put a picture in right here because those got delivered. And she was very happy with them, and that made me very happy. Now, as for the other two pair I was supposed to get done, didn't get done. So let's look and see where we are on those. The first one, I'm going to try to take that sound out of my phone. It's my neighbor across the street. We have a house that's directly across from us and next door to her, where a guy's been living there, and the house is just fallen into disrepair. And so someone has bought it, and they're going to be fixing it up, and we're pretty happy about that. So I was just telling her the latest, because apparently I am Gladys Kravitz. Anyway, back to Tasha's socks. This is her sock number 1, and I showed it to her, and she really liked it. And I gotta tell you, I really like it. This is Felicini, which you can't get anymore. And I noticed something really funny. We've been bugging Knitbix, bring back Felici, bring back Felici. And so finally they caved in, and they brought back Felici. And it took them forever to sell the Felicini. And they brought back Felici, and I noticed that almost every color is sold out. Like, listen to us when we tell you something. Okay, so I'm trying to get a knot out of this right now. Sorry. So this is sock number 2. So we have sock 1 and sock 2. So next week for this one, I think I need 10 more rows, and then I'm going to do the heel on this one. And then this one, my goal is 10 rows. So that's where we are on that one. All right. Then we had Kathy's sock. And this is what... And, you know, I found that yarn to match the Felici for hers. And I did a good job, even if I do say so myself. Because it looks so cute. And what I'm doing with this one, sorry, had to move my... This is my, what I use for a cable needle. And this works so much better than any other cable needle I've ever used, because you can kind of wind it around in there and it won't fall off, and it's just really nice. So I don't know if you can see this, but I'm doing a little bit of a detail on it just to give it a little bit more interest. So this is the right sock, and then this is the left sock. So she's got the same little bit of interest on there. So I'm hoping for at least 10 rows each on these socks. And Pirate is barking. I don't know if you heard that. So that's where we are with that. And let's see, where are we? Okay. So what I've been working on a lot on my vacation, besides all those socks, I had one day where I was like, I took Tuesday, and I was like, I got to try and get as much done on these socks as I can. So I took Tuesday, and my husband said, oh, I feel so bad for you that you're having to do that. And I was like, yes, I know. Knitting all day. Poor me. He didn't think I was funny. But anyway, so after we got back from Thanksgiving, this is what I've been working on. So this is one part of a little square that I've been working on. And then here's the square. And then here's the next color. And then this is the rest of them. So this is for Chips's sweater. And I don't know why, I just have a bug to get this done. So I've been working on it a lot. I worked on it most of yesterday. So this is where we are. Once I get these squares finished, I can try and put them together. And then, yay, I can get this put together and it'll be done. All right, so I have several future projects. Now, the first future project, when we went to Thanksgiving, which I'll tell you all about later, whether you want to hear or not, Steve is Becca's dad. Now, I have a Steve, my son, oh gosh, I'm sorry, I forget about this. My son is Steve, but this is Steve Phillips, and he is Becca's dad. And so as we were leaving, he goes, I wear a size 11 and a half. Okay, message received. So this is what I've chosen for him. And the color is Shrooms. And then this is what I had that I found to go with it. And I think this is a stroll. It's Nitpick stroll. Let me see if I can find the color. Jack Rabbit Heather. Okay. So, you know, will I get these started this next week? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. I'm just going to kind of take it as it goes because I was supposed to be working on a bunch of Advent projects. Are they ready to go? Nope. So, another thing that I'm supposed to be starting, is the Advents. I have a Cozy Knitter Advent. I don't have that one in here with me right now, but I got my Kirby Werby in this past week. So that is in, so that is in acquisitions or incoming or whatever you want to call it. I need to get those wound up. So today, after I get finished editing, I'll be winding up my my Cozy Knitter and my Kirby Werby, so I can at least get cuffs done on those, so I can get caught up. It's going to take a while. All right, one of my goals this past week was to clean my craft room, and I got it done. Everything has been reorganized. All of my yarn has been reorganized. These two shelves right here are going to be for giveaways. So these are yarns that I honestly just don't know if I'm ever going to use them. So I put them in my giveaway shelf. And so whenever I have a giveaway in the future, because you know I like to give everything away, I will be pulling something from one of those two shelves. This I have one whole bin just for Chicken Lady yarn. I like her stuff. And this is Lay Family yarn. I don't think you can see past there. Someday I'll give you a tour of what each bin is now, but I have a bin for just my Christmas yarn, and I have two bins of My Precious. So, sorry about that. My neighbor again. So my last project to show you is my memory blanket. And pretty sure, not sure oh, I did. Whew, I did mark it. So here was my square from last week. So that's where it is. So I finally have an edge corner there. I'm going to stop now and go pull the color for this week. And then also I'm going to pull out the package for my first Advent. Now I do have an Advent from Chicken Lady and I have one from Mystery Mouse. They are both 12-day Advents, so I'm going to pull from one day and one the next day. So it's time to pick the color for the week. And while I'm over here, I'll get my first Advent. This week, the color is a yellow. Okay, so here is our color. It's a really pretty yellow with speckles. It's really pretty. So this is going to be fun to knit. All right, so hopefully you got a good view. I don't know, you might have gotten a view of my backside, sorry. But here is my first Advent from Chicken Lady. I'm going to go ahead and open that. You know, my husband asked me, he goes, I don't know how you sit in there and talk to yourself. I would never be able to do that. And I've heard a lot of people say that they would not be able to talk to themselves. And I said, honey, I'm an only child. I did a lot of talking to myself over the years. So, you know, if you choose to have an only child, good for you. But I was determined not to have only children because I lived out in the middle of nowhere and I was very lonely. So anyway, so here's day one. Isn't that pretty? Beautiful. And from what I understand, I think DK opened hers and she said that this was supposed to represent the plains, maybe? Or the sepia tone before they went in full color. That was it. Okay. So that's that. And that's enough crinkling. Sorry. Where was I? All right. So I told you before I got my Kirby Warby in, and that is all I'm going to be getting in for a while because I've done enough damage. I have started with the holiday cups. So, happenings. Thanksgiving. We went to the Phillips for Thanksgiving and it was lovely and the food was wonderful. My husband was like, it's really nice to have home cooking. I was like, yeah, I'm sorry. I just don't cook that well. But it was really nice. We got to see Tyler and his fiance Sydney that I gave the socks to, and Sydney's sister, who is Tasha, that I'm making the socks for, and their mama Regina, and she was the one that I made the socks for earlier in the year. So they have all been socked. And so it was just really nice. It was Kathy, Becca's mom's sister, and her family were there. And so when they went to take group pictures, of course, we're the shortest because Kathy's sister is very tall. Her husband's very tall. But anyway, when they went to take pictures, they said, okay, all the Nevins up front, because we're the shorties. And of course, I was the shortest person there. But my favorite of all time, my favorite, not really person, because he was a dog, but I love their dog. He is, I'm going to put a picture here. He is a chow, and he has quite a personality. He knows what he likes, and if he likes you, he likes you, and if he doesn't, he doesn't. And, you know, there you go. He's 11. He was walking a little bit stiff-legged, which is so sad, but he's so pretty, so pretty. So, this past week, I have been on vacation, and I have been taking full advantage of afternoon naps. So I'm going to have trouble going back to work tomorrow and not taking my afternoon nap. And as you can tell, my decorations have not lived up to what I told you they were going to be. And I do apologize for that. Again, December just snuck up on me. I don't know what happened. But I have a lot more decorating to do. So it will come as it comes. One thing, I don't know about this, but we're thinking of getting Pirate a dog. I know that sounds silly, but Pirate, I think, just really needs a companion. My husband and I are, in our 60s and 70s, and, Pirate wants to play a lot, and we don't. And so I feel really bad for him. I mean, in a lot of ways, he's really lucky. I mean, we're with him all the time, but he's very afraid to leave our house. And this past week, my husband went to take him for a walk, and he wouldn't leave the house. He just refused. So, but to that end, my husband had taken him for a ride, and he saw a coyote when he was in the truck. That's scary. In our neighborhood. And then he also saw a skunk up close and personal. And my husband just like, what am I going to do? So he kind of made some noises, and the skunk went away. But, ooh, that could have been so bad. So I don't know what we're going to do. We're thinking about it. It's a long process for us. We don't just go, oh, let's go pick a dog. We got to think about it, because Pirate's the head honcho here. So we need to make sure that it's somebody that can get along with him. So anyway, we went to see Chips. I haven't seen her in a while, and I just really needed to see her. So I asked my son if we could come see her. So we went and saw her. And so we took her out in the field to play fetch. She'll fetch. She just doesn't always bring back the ball. She's like, I'm good here. So I would go out there and grab the ball, and then she would grab the ball and run. So she was really funny. I have a video of her, and I will put that in toward the end of the show today, so that you can see her running. She runs very, very quickly. Okay, we are at show and tell. And what I wanted to show you is the fabric that I think I'm going to use for the 200 bag. So I am at, let's see, I think I'm at 186. I gained 6 this week, so that's pretty good. Let me see where I am to be sure. Come on. You want me to sing to you while you wait for me to get my act together? Yes, I'm at 186, so we have 14 to go. So I figure we're probably going to be into New Year's when we do this, maybe January. Hopefully I'll hit 200 by then. So I have this fabric. I want to have this maybe be the bottom, and then have this be the top and the inside. So tell me what you guys think. Is that a bag you would want? And if so, I think I'm going to make it a drawstring. So let me know your thoughts on that, and your thoughts can be considered an entry for the drawing. The way that I have the drawing set up is I wanted to have you have at least 3 weeks to be able to enter, and that doesn't look like that's going to be a problem. But I will not draw until I hit 200. So if I don't hit 200 till February, then I won't draw till February. So that's how we're going to run it, and so I'm excited about it. I do need to figure out, get that cut. So you guys listen, send me some notes on if you like that fabric. Would you rather have a springtime fabric? Because I have that. And, you know, what do you want me to do? You want a drawstring? You want a zipper? I can do either. But I thought I'd make it easier on myself and do a drawstring, because drawstrings are easier. Okay, Vlogmas. Let's talk about it. I am not going to do Vlogmas every day. And the reason why is my editing skills are not where they need to be. I need to work on that. I need to get I need to update my Norton on my computer so that I can edit on my computer, blah, blah, blah. And right now I'm still working, and I have a lot of work to do. And especially after coming back from vacation, I'm going to have a lot of work to do. So I just would rather still do my weekly show. And in that, I will have some Vlogmas type things where I will show you some of my countdowns and, you know, whether I'm keeping up with the socks or not and things like that. So that is what I've decided to do. Don't hate me. Sorry. But I would rather do that than fade in the middle of doing it. So anyway, thank you so much for coming today, and hopefully we'll hit 200 sometime. Anyway, I hope you decide to come back and see me next week. Bye-bye.